Okay, I need y'all to hear me out real quick, all right? I think I found a game that I'm going to be playing for the rest of my life, or for at least as long as the game is up and running, that is, okay? I've been looking for a game like this for the past couple of years now, and the funny thing is this game has been out for a couple of years now in early access, and I'm just now finding out about it, okay? The name of the game is Core Keeper. It's like Stardew Valley, and if Terraria had a baby, you got Core Keeper, right? And I love it, okay? Some of you might be asking, why don't you just play Stardew Valley or play Terraria? Well, first off, let me tell you why. There's a couple of things why I don't like about Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is a great game, awesome game, and I love it. It's just why I won't play it. I'm not a fan of the day and night cycle. I'm not a fan of the forced bedtime. I really don't care for the relationships that they have in the system, but everything else in the game is cool. The crafting, the gardening, and everything else that you want to do, and the dungeon diving as well, okay? And Terraria, I just wasn't a fan of the side scrolling in it. That's pretty much the only thing about Terraria I didn't like. But now this Core Keeper is asymmetric, over top, whatever you want to call it, and we're looking down, and I am thoroughly happy about this game, okay? And if you've never heard about Core Keeper, allow me to introduce this game to you and explain what you would be getting into if you decide to play it, because I recommend playing it, and I'll give my reason as why at the end of the video. But the game is about to come out on August 27th out of early access, and it's coming to consoles, PlayStation 5, all consoles pretty much, Switch and everything. So I definitely you should try it after you hear what I have to say about it, okay? Let's get into it. Core Keeper is an 8-player or solo mining sandbox adventure. Your choices shape an epic journey. You can harvest relics and resources. You can craft advanced tools and build your base and explore dynamically evolving worlds waiting to be unearthed, okay? I'm telling you, this game is great. Level up your skills, defeat legendary titans, and unveil the power of the core. Grow garden, fish in mysterious waters, master vast array of recipes, raise and care for animals, encounter the cavelings, and carve out your own unique world in an enchanting underground adventure. Okay, we're gonna break all that stuff down that I just said, but I'm telling you, just stick with me, okay? Let's talk about the mining in this game, okay? Very quick synopsis about the mining. You dive deep and harvest precious resources that unearth hidden gems. Craft tools to help you survive, from pickaxes, fishing rods and shovels, and traps and bombs and mortars. Upgrade your arsenal and equipment with advanced tools like the almighty obliteration ray. Okay, did you hear me? The mighty obliteration ray, okay? Automated machinery and streamlined mining, smelting, storages, and more, okay? Level up your skills and unlock powerful weapons to conquer the depths. I'm gonna have to say, mining in this game is probably one of the most satisfying things that you could be doing in the game, in my opinion. I love mining. I love going around breaking the walls down and looking for the ores and materials that I need to craft the next piece of equipment or tools that I'm going to be using in the future of this game, okay? Now let's talk about the exploring part of this game. Okay, when you're exploring in this game, there are diverse biomes with unique ecosystems in this game that I haven't even stumbled upon all of them, but I know there are a bunch of them in this game. From the living walls of the clay caves to the crystal caverns of the shimmering frontiers. I haven't discovered these myself, but they're in here. Discover more about the mysterious world as you uncover the secrets of the cavelings. Build a boat to set sail across the sunken sea, race across the desert of beginnings, and encounter the remnants of ancient civilization. I haven't even scratched the surface of this game. I've been playing this game for about 50 hours now into it for the past week, and I haven't even scratched the surface of this game. That's how much content that there is in this Core Keeper game. All right, now let's move on to the crafting system, one of my favorite systems in this game. You can create a totally unique base using a variety of different materials and customizations, right? Okay, from the ultimate adventurer's lair to a cozy underground cottage, shape the underground your way. Customize your character's appearance and choose from an array of powerful armor or just different unique outfits that you can put on for the moment. Core Keeper has a loadout system, so you can have certain builds for different scenarios, which is great. Sometimes it's just the small things that make games great, and Core Keeper has a lot of those quality of life small features that makes this game great. Okay, now what this game has and does a little bit better in my opinion than Stardew Valley and stuff like that is the battling system, right? You're facing legendary titans that hold the secret to this long forgotten world. Sharpen your combat skills against a variety of monsters and mini bosses, spend talent points to level up your abilities, and plan your strategy to conquer these colossus creatures of underground. Discover rare and powerful loot to help you on your journey and power up the cores. All right, listen, the combat in this game is super fun, and one thing I do like about this is the class system that they have. There are multiple different builds, and in this game when you use certain skills, let's say for instance you're mining a lot, you're pickaxing, you're going through, you start to build up your mining skill, and you have points, and you could put up your points into different talents to make you mine better, mine more efficiently, and so on and so forth. It has this kind, I love these in games. The more you use something, the better that you can become at it. If you're a fighter, you want to get close in range and melee combat, your melee damage is going to go up, and you can put points into your melee tree, you can put points into your range, your magical tree, your cooking, your gardening, all that stuff. And the best thing about it is because that you can do this, you can play up to 8 people with you in the world. So now everybody has their own classes that they can build. If you just want to be a cook for the party, and you can sit there and cook, and you know, I don't have to worry about being a cook if I want to go out and fight monsters and collect their materials and bring them back for everybody. Now I know somebody's at the base cooking. The multiplayer in this game is done, like it's done perfectly. Like I can't even explain enough how they've gotten it right. For instance, it's you can just join up in my world with your character. You won't have your stuff. You could bring whatever it is on your hotbar to another person's world, and now I have certain things that you might not have, and I can play with this character. It's as easy as just putting in the code and joining up in my world, and I think that's amazing. A lot of games don't do that these nowadays. It's a whole bunch of hoopla that you have to go through just to play with somebody. So if you come to my world, we play together for hours and building up. I can go to your world, play with you in your world, and whatever I find in your world, I can bring back to my own world. It's fantastic, and I love it. The multiplayer in this is great, and like I said, it's up to 8 people. So the different loadouts that you can do, and the different builds that you can make, and the different classes that you can be playing with 8 people, tackling these huge monsters and titans of bosses, exploring these dungeons and caverns is just amazing to me. Like I'm glazing this game so much that I can't even, like, I don't even know why. This is not a paid ad. I just like to give flowers when flowers are due, because sometimes games come along in your life and you just don't know how they're going to affect your life in a negative or positive way, and I can say Core Keeper has affected me in such a positive way that I am excited for it to come out on consoles, which comes out on August 27th, like I said earlier. And I will be buying this game on my PlayStation 5 as well as Steam, and I might get it on my Switch as well, but we're gonna see. The only reason I'm buying it on my PlayStation 5 because I have a PlayStation Portal where I can lay down and watch movies and just have it and be able to explore my dungeon with the homies and so on and so forth. So in my opinion, this game is 100% worth checking out if you're into the cozy genre and you want to spice it up a little bit with a little bit more action than these other cozy games have, right? So that's why I did it, because I love cozy genre. I love some of the cozy games, but sometimes you're just a little bland and don't spice it up. This spices it up a bit, okay? I don't want to take up too much of your time. My name is Marz, and remember, never game alone. I'm out of here. Peace.